Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy. This episode was proudly brought to you by Black Heart Clothing. Black Heart Clothing, after the African spirit. For any inquiries and orders, please contact us on 068 473 6908 or email us on theblackheart@gmail.com. The Black Heart, the hustle continues. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Imali Eneng, and we're back at it again with another one. Before I start, I'd like to thank everyone that has clicked the subscribe button. We are aiming for 10,000 subscribers before December 2023. So we are slowly getting there. We've got supporters from all around Africa, in the UK, in America. I'm very thankful for everyone that is supporting this channel. This channel is all about waking up our African brothers and sisters, Black consciousness, pro-Africanism, that pan-Africanist spirit. That's all that we are pushing in this channel, to say Africans unite wherever you are. Africans love each other. Africans support each other and lift each other. We are advocating for that African oneness and Africa without borders, and a free-flowing Africa where Africans love each other and live in harmony with each other. So today I'm doing a follow-up video. I've done this video before. If you haven't, let me see if I can post the link here, or just go and check it out on my timeline. You guys will see this, and then you can click and see my views. My first views were what I said about the Springboks when they won the World Cup, which was very good. We said we support rugby, we support the excellence of Africa, especially South Africa in World Cup tournaments and all that. But I spoke drastically and harshly so against the fake unity of Africans when it comes to white sports, cricket and rugby and others, but especially when it comes to cricket and rugby. And I have said the white people, they feel like those sports, they are really their sports. It is sports that they take pride at. That is why those two sports specifically took longer for transformation in terms of African people getting into positions where Siya Kolisi was the captain, I think in 2019 or something like that. So you ask yourself, 20 years or something like that, where Africans are playing these sports, but we are not even penetrating the numbers in terms of the geographic representativeness of Africans into any sporting code or anything that has to do with representing South Africa. The people that you need to see the most are Africans and other ethnic groups. So Julius Malema attacked it again when he was speaking to the Gauteng people, where he was speaking to the Gauteng delegations, preparing his people for going out and mobilizing for the EFF 2024 election. Let's quickly hear what Julius Malema said.
Recent question that you are going to be confronted with, because these people say the EFF is a populist organization. So populist organization means that you always support what you think is popular with the people. So let me tell you what is popular with the people now as we stand here. The streets of East London are occupied by Mabokoboko. Right? We don't have a problem with rugby. We love rugby, but we don't love Mabokoboko. Mabokoboko, Diboke, Springbok, it's an apartheid symbol. You can't say remove apartheid symbols and maintain the name Springbok and the emblem Springbok and the colors that were used during apartheid by white people. We support rugby. Marayeya Maburwe. Hey, you can't.
And this is Julius Malema addressing the provincial ground forces, meaning the people that will be going out and going to speak to the people, trying to convince them to vote for the EFF and giving them reasons why they should vote for the EFF. Ladies and gentlemen, all that we are trying to do in this channel, and I believe the EFF to a certain extent is also trying to do, is to wake you people up. We are trying to wake Africans up, to say, Africans, wake up. There's things that we need to get rid of that are hurting us, traumatizing us. Some of us who are too black consciousness, too radical, is hurting us because we're asking ourselves, why is it that our African people don't see these things? He has said that EFF was said to be a populist organization. To an extent, I would agree to that statement. When I saw them supporting the LGBTQ movement, I was asking myself, what is the EFF doing? Because I did not agree with that. I said, as a Pan-Africanist organization, they need to stand for African values and beliefs. And I believe that at the LGBTQ movement and support, for me, it was off. He said, we don't love the Amabokoboko. Amabokoboko, ladies and gentlemen, is just a name flip. Just a name flip. They just shift the Boke to Boke, and they fooled some of you African people. These are the names that come pre-1994. So everything that comes from pre-1994, we need to change it as Africans. I posted a picture of myself wearing my work uniform. It's not actually how I dress every day at work, but anyway, I work for the Department of Agriculture, for those who don't know, and I was dressed with this for me, it looks like the apartheid image of what that department represents. And I said, I asked people, when you see an African man wearing this, what do you see? Some said they see a Boer, some said a white imitation, and I asked myself, why is it that us as the African government, when we took over the departments, why didn't we change the colors and what was being worn at departments? And I was told, you are too radical, King. If you want to change everything you want to change. Then I realized, my African people, we still have a long way to go. For me, if I was president, everything would change and everything will represent my African people. My African people will not search far and hard to see their identity into departments and images of sports, emblems and everything. My African people will understand why we have this type of emblem and everything. So for me, it was just amazing to see what Julius Malema said. We need to change everything that reminds us of the apartheid days. Like I said, the uniform, the names, the statues, everything that reminds us of the apartheid days need to change, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, how is it that we're going to move forward when our children are born into these street names of our killers, street names of apartheid heroes, street names of people who started apartheid and killed us, cities like Kimberley and, even Johannesburg needs to change. Even Pretoria has changed to Tshwane, but a lot of people are still calling it Pretoria. Why? Because it takes time to change the names, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a lot of time. So the sooner we start, the better. Let's just quickly listen to what Julius Malema said on the second clip. It is a long clip. It's about 7 minutes. I cut it into 4 segments. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen.
Marayeya Maburwe. Hey, you can't say roads must fall and don't say Springbok must not fall. The Springbok must fall. That national team will get it a new name and the new colors and the new emblem which will represent our democracy. Why are we being forced here? Why are we being forced to salute the emblem that was saluted by Malan, to salute the emblem that was saluted by Botha, by Vervoet, by de Klerk, by murderers who were killing our people wearing the same jersey in celebration of butchering of black people? That emblem and that jersey represent white supremacy.
In addition to what Mr. Malema is saying, let me just also add on what he's saying, because I think it is important to get new emblems, new symbols, new colors, new everything that represent the new South Africa. Understand? We can't say we'll go back to prior apartheid. It's not going to be fair for the other people. We can't say we're going during apartheid. That's not fair for other people. But we can definitely say, let's sit down as a new country, because we are a new country post 1994, and change the things that remind us of our past that we don't love. And that has to go into things like, as I said, street names, school names, colors of clothing in departments, uniform, everything that reminds you of apartheid needs to change. Why is it so difficult for our African brothers and sisters to understand this? Imagine someone comes into your house. They come, kill, and rape your family. Change the gate. Change the color of the house. They paint it differently. They paint it orange, white, and blue. And they change the setting of the roof. They change the cars. They steal the cars and they do everything. And then at the end, you finally find the strength to fight and get them to a negotiation table where you guys can now live in harmony together. But going forward, those things are not changed. Don't you think that those things will remind and traumatize you as a nation, because you know that these people came and stole this and this and this from us and changed this and this? You know, the generation of 1976 died for nothing that day, because they were tired of being taught in Afrikaans. Today, 30 years later, from 1976, is almost 44 years later, 40 something years later, our children are still learning Afrikaans, a language that is only spoken in South Africa. Why is it that we need this language? We don't even need it for international purposes. Even in our working environment, we don't use this language. It's only maybe in a private sector here and there in racist provinces like Northern Cape, Western Cape, and Free State. But the other provinces, they don't use this language. Why is it that we are still keeping these languages? You guys, I don't know what is it that a person must say. It breaks my heart to when you go on the comment section and you read what African brothers are saying, not white people, not Boer people, not even colored people who are speaking Afrikaans, but you find African people, Let's listen to what Mr. Malema said.
That we don't support. Hey, Budali, you know, my political consciousness then escapes me. I'm at the airport when this rugby thing started. Hey, my bokabo. Hi. Can I live Vuyan? Antropelis keep us a bokabo. Reapparer support. Why have one abu at this keep? Or not get a conanya na mo change your bar. Get it. Hey. Badimubangana. Arle selo jabat. Ay. Comrades, no gapeletšwa ntlo šiba no re stronger together no šušumetšwa gore no a o ka bolela against it. Hey, you are against the popular view, yet they call you a populist. How can I be a populist and go against a popular view now? I don't support Springbok. I don't support the emblem and the apartheid colors that the national team wears. We want the colors that represent democracy. Rugby, I support. Rugby is not a white man's sport. They found it here. Our people in the Eastern Cape and everywhere else played rugby long before these people played rugby. Political position. Sometimes you doubt yourself, but sometimes you are too radical. Maybe. Ay man. Trophy. Hey, I beg it to a frukir. Boko.
The issue with us Africans, especially with the African National Congress, we stopped being radical. We stopped being radical. The way you people went out of your way, your budget, and went to go buy these Springbok t-shirts, the way you guys were wearing them with pride, you would swear that you were getting incentives for you guys wearing those t-shirts. You know what? I've seen you guys supporting religion and other things. I've never seen you guys so passionate about something that you don't even follow on your daily lives like this. I understand the religion is something that you do weekly. I understand even sometimes for soccer it's something that you do weekly. But for rugby, of which most African people don't even watch on their weekly basis, they don't understand anything that has to do with the sport. But the way they went to go buy their children, their grandparents, everyone is wearing a Boko t-shirt. I was amazed with the passion that our African people have. And in a way, I saw a positiveness to say, really, if our people's minds were channeled and programmed the right way, energy redirected to economical issues like finding jobs, fighting for the land and everything, I believe maybe our people can stand up and unite. But the way you guys did it for rugby, you understand, and you made us people who are pro-African look like as if we are looking for a reason to fight anything. We are too radical. We are always complaining. You wanted us to feel like we are always complaining while we are trying to wake you up to say, listen, check the energy. Look what is happening. Look what is happening. Look at the type of sponsorship that rugby is getting. Look at the type of sponsorship that model school, private schools are getting compared to your township schools and everything. Look at the type of energy. Look at the type of people that play rugby. Look at the type of upper class black people that are mixed into these things. Wake up. You don't want to wake up. So I don't know. But on the last clip, is something amazing that the CIC said about the Springbok national team visiting Johan Rupert's team, farm in the Western Cape. We need pictures of this. We need pictures of this because this is a serious allegation, and if it is found to be true, something must be done. Let's quickly listen to what the CIC said.
Trophy. Hey, I beg it to a frukir. Boko. The whole team, ya Boko. Eka mo famung ya Johan Rupert. Yes. Kamo famung, the national team. Yes, a day before yesterday or yesterday. Huh? We've never kept counting a day before yesterday because yesterday they were in Durban. A day before yesterday, after the Cape Town leg, The bus landed in Johannes Rupert's farm, a private farm. The whole national team with the cup arrived at the private farm of Johann Rupert. Nakito supporter lojana che wenna. Tabu Johann. What? The whole team icho nwa ya akitsibeka maroko mara bagaba ba robetsi ganako. So comrades, Mabokoboko is an Afrikaner pride. It's an Afrikaner property. That's why the president of the Afrikaners, Johann Rupert, received Mabokoboko. Johann Rupert's farm is treated. Mabokoboko goes to Union Building. From Union Building to the mayor, from the mayor to Parliament, from Parliament to Johann Rupert's farm, they are at the same level. That's how the farm of Johann Rupert gets the national team. Not Mamelodi Sundowns of Patrice Motsepe going to Patrice Motsepe's farm. It's none of our business. Marayela Barkiari Naila. All of it on an official diary of rugby tour, Johann Rupert's farm. Parliament, Johann Rupert's farm, same level. And then I must accept that I'm not part of that nonsense. I'm not going to support anything that represents white supremacists, anything that represents apartheid, everything that undermines black people. I will never be part of it. You can be part of your Mapoko Poko. I will remain le Bafana Bafana until the team of South Africa is brought back into action by the government of the EFF. There is talent. There is talent in South Africa. Our sport is not performing well because it's not funded. It has got no sponsors. Yet white sport gets all types of sponsors. That's why they thrive. I'm not going to be part of Together Forever, Forever what? Kamaka. Le rata gampu pretender ba sa tlo le sotla makgowa ka le rata gampu ba binela le mo eleng ra go nyakeng. I'm not going to dance to that.
Yeah, no, you guys, you know, I know what Julius Malema said is going to pass on the heads of some, on top of the heads of some of you guys, because your black consciousness spirit has completely died. There is, for some of you, the only hope is watching videos like this so that we can try and wake you up. Ladies and gentlemen, the rugby national team, after winning the World Cup, could not go to Limpopo, could not go to Northwest, could not go to the Northern Cape, could not go to the Free State, but went to Johann Rupert's farm. Yes, you might question, King, is it true? Is it really true? That's the first thing you're going to question, because you would think Julius Malema would take the mic and speak rubbish without any factual basis or backup behind it. It is true. Or otherwise, the Springbok national team and everyone else would have come out and said, listen, that is utter rubbish. We never went to Johann Rupert's farm. It is true that this is a white man spotlight type of an image behind it. It is true that Johann Rupert is the true president of this country. The Springbok national team went to his farm in the Western Cape. They went there. Do you understand what we are saying to you guys? Can you guys see through the matrix that is happening here? These people, they own our country. They own our country. But you guys don't want to listen. You always want to unite with these people. They did not want to take the trophy to your cities, to your provinces. They did not see the importance of taking the trophy to your city, but they saw it as very important to take it to your Johan Rupert's farm. The truck, the bus driving in there, the convoy driving in there, the black Springbok players sitting in the bus asking themselves what is happening here. Siya Kolisi seeing nothing wrong with it. We are tired of these coconuts that are playing for the national teams, that don't say anything to bring back confidence to the African spirit. They are quiet. They cannot speak. Whoever will speak, they will act against him. He will not play. What type of a captain is Siya Kolisi? When they ask him, we are taking this rugby team to Johan Rupert's farm, and he's sitting there in the bus, probably shaking Johan Rupert's wife's hand and kissing them and giving them hugs there at Johan Rupert's farm. But he knows that the trophy did not go to provinces, Limpopo, Northwest, Free State, Northern Cape, Mpumalanga, 5 provinces where the trophy did not go, but it went to Johan Rupert's farm. What is wrong with you Africans? Why can't you wake up? Why can't you wake up? Why do we have to keep on shaking you every time to say, wake up? But no, King is too radical. King is too racist. King is always looking for problems. Look at what is happening in front of your eyes. Guys, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button. You need this channel. Some of you, you need this daily gospel of African spirit, African oneness. You need this channel. Some of you. I'm telling you. Some of you are just clueless. You don't want to wake up. This is the last hope. There is no other channel like this in South Africa. You need this channel. I need this channel to constantly remind myself of the people that fell, the people that died for us to be in this position. And we are constantly spitting on their graves because we are now too relaxed, because we're earning good money, because we can do better than other people. We can buy our own food. We can do whatever. We are forgetting the people that have fallen for this freedom that we have today. We are spitting on their graves by licking the African people's asses every day. As black people, we need to wake up. I'm not saying don't support rugby. I'm saying wake up. Play rugby, do whatever, but wake up. When there is something like this, that Johan Rupert's farm gets a special visit from the national team. Wake up, man. Siya Kolisi should be embarrassed of himself. But loyo yena sakhuluma ngaye another day. We'll talk about him another day. So khuluma ngaye on another day. It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Imali. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If indeed you did enjoy it, please click the like button so that we can spread the news, and leave your thoughts on the comment section. If I'm right, go on the comment section and say, I agree with you, King. If I'm wrong, please tell me why. Please tell me why. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up. Do your best so that God can do the rest. I salute you.